Welcome to Colorful Journeys of Success. Clare Mullin, producer, host, and author of Color Wheeling for Success, explores with her guests the stages of success in their lives. This show highlights leaders, teachers, coaches, mentors, and even parents who are role models who help change our world. How have you succeeded, and who was your teacher and inspiration? Now, who are the people you teach and inspire? Listen to and watch our fascinating guests as they share colorful stories of success and how they help inspire. Now, here's Clare, the color wheeling lady and our host.
Thank you so much for coming to Colorful Journey of Success. We have a very important topic today, and it's all about drought. You know, we all need water. We really, really need water. In fact, I went to the farmer's market last weekend, and I realized, wow, we don't have that wonderful stuff. So think in terms of that. But today we're going to be talking to two very important guests. It's my pleasure to introduce to you Tara and Margaret. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for coming. Wow, Tara, you're a very important person as far as I'm concerned. I mean, you're with the City Council, and you really have, you've brought in a lot of people that are on important topics. Why don't you introduce yourself quickly and tell us who you are, what you do, and your belief in of our topic.
Well, as you mentioned, I'm on City Council, and from City Council, of course, I care a lot about all the infrastructure issues that affect the city, and I care a lot about the climate issues that affect the infrastructure city that affect the city. So we're looking at a big system here. The drought is affecting us all. The climate change has affected us all, will continue, and is projected to get worse, not better. So we all owe it to each other, not to mention to the planet, to make sure that we're using our water wisely, since this is one of the key elements of life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so tell us, Margaret, where you are, where you're coming from.
I also live in Sunnyvale, and I've been a volunteer, active, particularly with environmental and political related issues, and it's my pleasure to be able to share some of my knowledge with you today.
All right, great. Well, let's get right into it, because it's very important. So much to talk about. How about shall we start with some tips? Some tips that either one of you, who would like to talk about that?
Well, why don't we just talk a little bit, set the stage a little bit more for that. And Margaret, why don't you do that for us, and then we'll go into the actual tips of things.
Okay, very good. Very good.
Yeah, so California is in a drought emergency right now, and Governor Brown has asked, every Californian to reduce our water use by 20%, if at all possible. So it's really important to save water, as climate change has impacted our climate and has made water more difficult to, climate change has impacted California and impacted our water supplies, and so even going forward into the future, we're more likely to get drought and to be struggling with water issues. So it's really important that we all do our part to use water efficiently.
Okay, and so you want to add to that, Tara?
Well, no, I think it's pretty essential. I'm an organic gardener, so of course I have a very strong interest in being able to not only take a morning shower, but also to make sure that my plants are growing well and that I have things to eat too. So,
and thank you, by the way, for bringing your package here of wonderful food, healthy food.
The only thing I will disclaim is, I didn't grow these organic grapes here.
No.
Or the organic. Somebody else who will talk,
yes,
talk to those.
Well, that's all connected. You'll see how it's all connected. I will connect it pretty soon in this conversation. So, but, okay, you are an organic gardener.
Yep. And of course, I use water. I have drip systems and so forth for watering without getting a lot of evaporation. And I have different things for different kinds of plants.
Okay.
And after collaborating with both Actera and Margaret and the Water District, I have also implemented some other things that I'll talk about a little later. But I'd like for Margaret to kind of highlight some of the things that she has just done and some of the extraordinary things.
Okay, go
we
for it.
haven't heard about before.
Margaret, go ahead.
I'll talk about the usual stuff. She's got the new stuff.
Oh, okay. We want to hear the new stuff.
Sure. Well, we need water for life, and water is very precious, and we should use every drop as if it were precious. And so I have three main suggestions for folks. One, which folks probably have heard of before, and two, which you probably have not ever heard before from anywhere else. So the first is that the shower heads in your house. The last time California was in a drought, many homeowners changed their shower heads and faucet aerators to be more efficient, but technology has improved over time, and what used to be considered efficient no longer is the most efficient out there. So for shower heads, typically a water-saving shower head in a house may be 2.5 gallons a minute. These shower heads use about half of that, and here's one that's white plastic. They come in chrome. Here's one that is adjustable, so you can adjust the flow rate to as low as half a gallon a minute. So you can save quite a lot of water. Just takes a few minutes to change this out in your house if you get the most efficient shower heads and well-designed shower heads on the market today. Another thing that you can do is to change the aerator on your kitchen faucet. Here's one where if you turn it, it will change between a spray and a stream, so depending on what you're using the water for, it's pretty nice. And for your bathroom faucets, there's this aerator. Usually in houses now you'll find that they're 2.2 gallons a minute. These are half a gallon a minute, but work very efficiently to rinse your hands with a spray. And this is another one that adjusts the flow rate.
Very good. So there are ways that we can reduce the water flow. Basically, this is what I'm hearing you say. Is that correct?
Well, to use water more efficiently so that you can do the things that you normally do, shower, brush your teeth, wash your hands, but use water much more efficiently.
Okay, that sounds really great.
And then another tip that I have is I have this washcloth that is made in Japan. It's made out of nylon, and you can get this for $4 at the local Japanese market, Nijiya market. I've seen them on Amazon, and people caution that you'll get counterfeits if you buy them online. So I recommend actually going to the Japanese market and getting it there. But this towel, because it doesn't absorb water, it lets you soap up much more efficiently and lather up and rinse off, and so you'll save a lot of water in the shower if you use this. It feels a little abrasive. It does take a little getting used to, but once you're used to it,
it exfoliates well.
Yes, it exfoliates.
Yeah, this is good. This is excellent. This is absolutely
and
excellent.
it will last you forever.
Yes, I can feel that. And
so that's
okay. Did you have something to
I'll
add
in a minute. She's got
all right.
So then the last tip that I have is if you have faucets with the knobs that you turn, you can replace those. Go to a plumbing supply store and get your handles replaced so that it's the lever style. And not only
yeah.
is that more like elderly friendly for people with arthritis and stuff, that you can turn it, but I also, what I've found is that if you change to the lever style, it's much quicker to turn the water on and off, and you'll be much more likely to turn the water on and off while you're brushing your teeth or as you're soaping up, and you will, it'll be easier to develop the habit of just turning the water on only when you need it.
Okay.
So that's my third tip for you today.
Excellent. That's excellent. Okay. Well, now, do you have something to add?
Well, after and for the bathrooms, and use those, and she has tried to cut down. She put in drips and so forth, and she has cut down her water usage 50% from last year.
Wow. Amazing.
50%. And she said these were tremendously helpful.
Oh, my goodness. And where can we find these?
Actually, the hardware stores almost all have these, or you have an online source?
I do have an online source. The shipping is kind of expensive, though, and they do have a minimum order. So if you can get together with friends, it's conservationmart.com. It has pretty good prices.
That sounds wonderful. Perfect. Perfect. So, well, I'm excited about this. Really, really excited. And you brought these, Tara?
Yep. I have, since I also work with the Water District as a council member, one of the things I wanted to make sure that everybody knew about was they have tremendous resources that they're putting in behind us to help us save energy. Some, they do have low-flow shower heads, low-flow shower heads. They also have programs for, if you go into Lowe's or Home Depot, someplace like that, you can see all the toilets, and they've got $25, $50, $150 rebates, low flow toilets. You know?
Oh my!
And so that is from the Water District. We have the shower heads that are from the Water District. We have some of these that are from the Water District. If you want to replace your turf, they will give you $2 a square foot through the end of December.
Fantastic.
Excuse me, through the end of September. If you want to trade out turf for more water, drought-tolerant plants. They have deals where you can do irrigation systems that are with weather sensors for big areas. Some of the other things, they have washing machines. High efficiency washing machine rebates, toilet rebates, you can get those. But they also have some other systems that you can do. One that I just had my house evaluated is they have a new one called Laundry to Landscape, where you can use the laundry water from your wash and rinse to go out to your garden.
Oh, fantastic.
You don't need a permit, which is in Sunnyvale is $275, I think. So you don't need a permit to do it. It's very simple plumbing. Some people can do it. It's a DIY, do it yourself. They do have instructions online for the Water District. So if you go to the Water District, save20gallons.org.
Oh boy! Well, we'll have to put this on the site.
Or you can just go to SantaValleyWater.org.
Well, I'm going to ask you a question because we are running out of time. And so the most important question, I think, is that, yes, we need the water, and we need, as you brought in your wonderful veggies, and how important it really is. Thank you so much for coming on this particular topic. Is there a particular fantastic message you have? How about a word of wisdom to give to our listeners?
Saving water is fun. In our neighborhood, we're kind of comparing against each other. Well, how did you do that? Well, how did you do that? So we're checking it out, and we're not water short, but we are using it widely.
That's great. Absolutely great. And how about a wow from you? A word of wisdom, if you'd like to.
Just do it. A lot of people put it off, but it really, if you get the shower head or the aerator, it really only takes. I've even changed it in as quickly as 30 seconds. So
fantastic!
So just do it, yeah.
Well, I really appreciate the two of you coming and talking about such an important, critical topic. Really a critical topic. And I hope everyone, all of our listeners, are really listening to that. really listening. So what can I say? I know that.
Put in landscape to laundry.
Oh.
Laundry to landscape. They'll
That
give you
sounds good.
$200 back.
Really?
Between now and now and the end of September.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to try and make notes of this, and this is really very attractive. Very attractive, and so is the white one. And I love the color of the veil. So, and oh, you had something down here though.
Oh, well, this is my water saving device. This fantastic thing.
Oh, okay.
I shaved it off
Didn't have a chance to
because
see
I
that.
use when I'm waiting for my hot water to come through, I just collect the water, and then I use this for watering potted plants and so forth.
You're so smart.
And we have these little 3-minute things that
Oh, my
you
goodness.
can attach to your shower wall. It'll take. I think this is a 5-minute timer for a shower. So these are kind of fun things that you might want to do.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And I will use that. I think you have really educated me, and I'm sure educated a lot of people walking or listening.
Or watching either.
And watching too. So I hope they really take advantage of this. Really.
Lots of options out there.
Okay, and by the way, we've had you on the show before on very important topics. So I really appreciate both of you. Really appreciate. Thank you so much
Oh, you're welcome.
for coming. And
My pleasure.
Thank you so much for coming. And not only thank you to you, but also thank you to all of the crew. We have thank you to the studio, and thank you to you, our listeners. Isn't this an important topic? And now, another show we're going to have fun with is going to be about the farmers market and how it connects to the drought and the water. So again, thank you so much for calling. Have a great day, and have some join your friends with all of these wonderful ideas. So bye for now. Bye-bye.